Hey everybody, it's Greg, a good cemeterian, and we're looking at the cemetery tongs, is what I call them, that I made. Right now we are lifting a former pedestal for a stacked monument, stacked gravestone, and I guess we're kind of doing a strength test. Um, the block measures 22 by 22 by 17 and a half, and at roughly 160, 165 pounds per cubic feet, that block weighs about 800 pounds. And so I just actually drove that from about a half a mile away to where we're sitting right now. So you can see that it's got some strength to it, and um, in fact the loader almost had a tough time lifting it because I've also got some bags of concrete up there. So basically just a look at, I've been lifting only about 150 to 300 pounds with this before, but looks like it's pretty solid and holding. This block could possibly be repurposed. It's a limestone, and you can kind of see how it had settled at an angle, or actually it probably would have been looking like this out at the cemetery. We ended up putting a floating slab under the marker, but you can kind of just see what happens with this limestone is once it settles down, gets below grade, then the water freezing, thawing action just kind of shears off some of those sedimentary layers that this rock is made out of. But so let's take a look at the cemetery tongs. Basically, we've just got, we're using 1 inch square thick wall tubing. Got a bunch of holes drilled in both lift arms. And we've got the same 1 inch square tubing here on my lift pin. And then kind of straddled with a couple of, it must be about 3/16 inch flat steel to weld it on either side of that. So you can see that we kind of created a hinge. And then I've got this lifting pin. It's, I believe, 1.25 inch thick wall tubing. All the pins are grade 8. We've got some angle iron. It's about 4 inch by 3 inch. It actually originated as a C channel, and we just cut off one of the sides, so somebody donated that for me. This rubber here is actually available at a farm store or implement dealer. It's round baler belting, and you can kind of maybe see in there. I've got it's kind of a diamond pattern is what I'm using here. So basically, the lift pin, I can take that pin out. I can change the direction of where that hook is oriented. I can even put a 1 inch, the same 1 inch square tube stock through there. And with two people, depending on the weight of the object, we can lift that out by hand. So I've been using this with my tripod hoist. I've been using it with the loader here to lift stuff in the back of the pickup, get them out to the cemetery. So I guess pretty much if you're handy, just looking at this, you can probably come up with your own. I call them, again, cemetery tongs, slab tongs, block tongs, paver tongs, call them what you will, but this is what I've been what I created to assist me in my cemetery restoration. I'm doing everything pretty much by myself, no additional assistance in the cemetery. So there you go, my cemetery tongs.